Um, a lot of values are there at the school. Obviously, when you walk in, you can see them, you can feel them. Honesty. Again, I keep coming back to that word community, that community feel, the support.
I'm Agnes Stowicki, Managing Editor with Our Kids. We're speaking with insiders from Canada's leading private and independent schools to bring you insights into school programs, culture, traditions, and leadership. This includes insights from parents, alumni, and administration. This is the Our Kids Insider Perspective.
So the process for choosing this school was very simple. I called the school up and asked if I could come for a tour. And immediately I was asked to come a particular day. I brought my son and my husband to the tour, and we got a tour, got the information we needed, and very quickly we had our son for observation, and then he was accepted, and we continued on with, he's still there. He has responded extremely well. He loves it. He goes there with a smile. He comes home with a smile. If I book appointments on days that are school days, during the school days, he asks me to cancel them. He loves it that much. He's responding well to the peer group that he has met. He's responding well to the teachers, to all the staff. The way that they're treating him is amazing. And that's why he responds so well and loves going every day. Everything, to be quite honest. I mean, he appreciates how everyone speaks to him. He appreciates that, even the custodian, Mr. Ted, asks him how he's doing. That's important. He really loves the fact that he can go to any adult and speak to any adult about anything. So his comfort there is extremely high. And as a parent, that makes you feel great as well, knowing that he's comfortable. Everything. There's not one bad thing I could say about the school, to be honest. He is thriving as a parent. The communication that I get is phenomenal. The support I get is phenomenal. Just to give you an example, my son broke his arm and had surgery and was in a cast. And the way they still made him feel included, even though he couldn't take part in things, was great. Anything you need, Monica, they would say. If he needs anything, we will get it for him. We will support you through this process. So, as a parent, when you send your child to school, not to mention now when they've had surgery and they're injured, knowing that they're going to make sure that he's going to be safe or they're going to be safe, it makes you feel good sending them, knowing that they're in a safe, supported environment. How great it was. um, Again, I'm coming from a perspective of my son hating to go to school, pretending he's sick all of the time because of how the adults were treating my son at the school. So now going into such a positive place, there's nothing that surprised me but positive things. And I was so happy to see that happening. Everybody knows my name. They know the parents' names. They know the parents' cars that they drive. At the end of the day, when kids are getting picked up, oh, yeah, I see your mom's car. I see your dad's car. I see your uncle's. It just feels like everybody is part of this community and everyone knows everyone. So when you feel a sense of that community, obviously you're going to thrive. And as a student there, and obviously as a parent, you're going to be happy sending your student there or sending your child there. But of course, the class sizes too. I mean, when you walk around and you see the class sizes being so small, that is definitely a positive thing to see. I was surprised to see such small class sizes. I knew they'd be small, but I mean, that was just a bonus. So to see that. Um, a lot of values are there at the school. Obviously, when you walk in, you can see them, you can feel them. Honesty. Again, I keep coming back to that word community, that community feel, the support. Um, it's in everything that they do in the daily activities, the kindness that you see, not just in the staff themselves, but when you're relating to the parents and the other families. When I've gone to meetings or art night or whatever the night may be or event may be, science fair, everyone wants the same for their child, and that is the best. And you see it with staff, you see it with the parents as well. All of those values come out whenever you're in the building or even outside of the building at a sporting event or on the parking lot. Everyone says hello, everyone's friendly, everyone's kind, supportive. It's excellent. The typical family is very kind, friendly, wanting the best for their child. They are knowing that this is a good space for them to be. You can feel that sense of comfort when you see the families. People wave to me. I don't know who they are. I wave back. It's just there's nobody there that is acting like they are better than anybody else. Everybody is just having that same idea that they want the best for their kid. Yes, of course, I'm always proud of him, but certain things more proud than others. I'll give you an example so you can understand it. My son's very athletic, so that's why earlier when I was talking about him with his arm injury, um, how they were accommodating for him was a big deal because all he knows is sports. That's his thing. So while he was off with his arm in his cast, um, there was auditions for the play, the musical. So every year they do a musical, and my son is not musical at all. He is not into the arts as much as sports. Um, he came home one day and he told me that he auditioned. I said, auditioned for what? He said, well, the Beauty and the Beast play, Mom. We can all be in it. Everyone in the school can be in it. So I thought I would just try out. I said, well, what did you try out for? One of the lead roles. And I said, wow, that's fantastic. And, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, well, good for him, but I don't know if he's going to get it. I'm just going to keep waiting to see what happens. And sure enough, he came home and he said, guess what? I got the part. I got a part. And he showed me the book of all the lines, and I'm highlighting all his parts because, yeah, Mom, we need to go through which lines are mine. It's a pretty big part that he has. And this is something that I don't think he would ever try to do. And I'm so proud of him that he was able to get past that fear of going up in front of people or singing in front of people. And apparently he's dancing in it as well and making jokes. So, he wouldn't have been encouraged to do something like that if it wasn't for the staff and the community at the school. So that's coming up in May. I can't wait to see it. In the past, if I would send him to school, let's say a haircut was bad, or let's say whatever the thing may be, I don't have to worry about him not being accepted. He's accepted no matter what. And that, again, is such a crucial thing about Braemar, that they accept everyone and they teach them that to accept. And it really goes a long way because in life, they need to learn to accept people. And they're really making them lifelong learners, which I think is extremely important. My experience with the teachers and administration has been fantastic. They're always communicating. If I message something to the staff, I get a response. Uh, if not immediately, which I understand when the teacher's teaching, it will be within that day. I will get a message response. Um, there's always communication with what's happening in the school. I feel like I'm in the loop all the time. I don't have to enter things into my calendar because I will get a reminder about it, that it's happening in the weeks to come, days to come, or the day before. So the communication is excellent, which I love. The sense of comfort I feel when I drop him off again is amazing. When I walk into the school, people say hello to me. That makes me feel good. So how could it not make my child feel good? Another example of that could be when he was trying out for volleyball. They had practices before school. And I thought it was amazing that not only was the coach at the door greeting the kids, but often the principal was there, the secretary was there. All of these people are there saying, "Good morning, glad you made it today. Good morning, nice to see you, thanks for coming. Good morning." You know, that's amazing. Of course they're wanting to get up at 7:30 to go to practice. It's not a problem to get them to go there. So it's very, very calming to know that he's going into school at peace and he has the relationships and is building the relationships daily. Ooh, that's a tough thing because there's more than 3 reasons why I would recommend Braemar to anyone. At work, I recommend it all the time for so many things. Anytime I'm talking with my friends, I recommend it for so many reasons. And then I have to tell myself to stop talking because I'm going on and on and on and on because I'm just so happy. So 3 things, it's hard for me to say 3 reasons why a child should attend Braemar, but I would say in my personal experience is the biggest reason is, again, my child goes to school happy. My child comes home happy. He's happy throughout the day. When he gets home, he tells me about how great it was. And to me, as a parent, knowing that my child is happy is #1 reason. The academic piece, obviously, with small class sizes, you can't beat that. It's something that they can really support each child's needs. They can get each student to learn in their own way. Every student learns differently, and they get to know the students having those small class sizes. So the academic piece, they clearly are showing a high level of academics at Braemar. I can see it in the work my son brings home. I am a teacher, so I am able to see where he should be, where he has been, and where he should be headed. And I am able to see all of those things happening. So that would be the second reason if I had to pick 2. The third reason, so first reason, definitely how he feels. Second reason, academics. Third reason, it goes along with how he's feeling, is definitely the community. If it wasn't for the people there, I don't know if I would recommend it, but I am recommending it because of everybody that's involved. There's not one person there that I've had any negative experience or heard anything negative about. Everybody is positive. Everybody comes to cheer the team on when they're playing volleyball or basketball. You don't feel like an outsider as a parent coming in, talking with the staff. You feel like part of the community. And that's what Braemar is. It's a community school that provides everything your child will need. And if you feel at any time that your child maybe isn't getting what it needs, all you have to do is have that conversation, and I'm sure the need would be provided. Best place I've ever been in a school, and I've been to a lot of schools. Best decision we ever made for our son to go to this school. And I'm just sad that there's only 1 more year that he has left because he started in grade 7. So he has the rest of this year and grade 8. The advice I would give to families is their search is over. This is it. Braemar is the answer for an excellent education, and it would be the place that I will continue to recommend for other parents looking. So if you've looked at Braemar, you don't need to look anymore. It's the place for your child. I have that with my own experience, and I can assure you that it is an excellent school for your child, and you will be very happy with that decision.
For more information about this school, you can visit their profile at ourkids.net.